what about talking about it.
I mean, we got.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Chris back in here for another episode of the Slide Through, and we back.
What's happening?
And you know, another day, another good round of everything. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little slate for y'all today. A little bit of sports, a little bit of music.
Yeah.
We got Ja Jackson and BIG on the docket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. It's good, Marcus.
Not much, man. Chilling.
That's what's up.
Never better, brother. Never better.
Mark. What's good, man?
Hey, you know I'm always chilling, man.
That's what's up. P?
Man, I'm good, bro. Shit, chilling.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, man, look. I know we got some shit on the docket today, but it's some breaking news hit the airways yesterday. We was talking about when we first came in. The Panthers traded a lot of shit to move up to that number one pick.
Just the one move right back. That's what I don't understand.
And supposedly they want to move. They want to move back.
Move
back down now. So they traded 2 first rounders,
trying to move back
2
down.
second rounders, and DJ Moore, their best
So they
wide
got
receiver,
it, but they want to go down a pick.
for the first
Who they
pick
give
in the
the
draft
first pick to go
from
down?
Chicago. So I don't know.
I mean, it's court. You want
It depends on what they getting, because I think it's good if they were trying to trade down and get a veteran quarterback. But if
I don't see them trying to trade to get a vet. If they get enough picks back, like Mark was saying when we first sat down earlier, you got to build your line. So they got to be trying to.
Without no line.
I get you
They probably trying to. Oh well, shit. We might need a fucking line.
Did y'all not watch the combine?
I'm not
need
saying
to protect this nigga.
running 4-4s and shit.
okay, I understand that, but I'm saying why trade all the way up to the first?
To move down to second or third.
Maybe the second or third team didn't want to trade with them. So they was like, because me and Marcus done did this on 2K. You can't get the first, so you'll get the second to trade for the first, or you get the first to trade for the you could do that.
I think that dude, what's that quarterback for Florida? He ain't going number one.
Richardson
ain't going number one.
You would be an idiot to take him number one. I'm not saying the kid's not talented.
CJ gonna go number one.
You could have got him in the second. You could get him in the second round.
He gonna be there that
I ain't
long.
gonna go there. All right.
He gonna be top
He done
10.
jumped up. Now, I would have gave you that before he done did his shit in the combine.
Who was this guy from Kentucky? Who was the guy?
Oh, yeah.
That white dude, what's his name? I don't know. But he gon' they ain't gon' I think they trade down.
Them
They got
underworld
CJ,
Olympics don't count.
That white dude from Kentucky.
Bryce.
Yeah, so it's like
They mad.
Bryce dropping
because he too little. That's a
Bryce dropping. So you got
A mistake.
I mean, that's your top 4, really.
Yeah. I think if they trade
Bryce,
down,
they say he too
but
little.
trade that first round pick for, I couldn't do it for
I'm
a
gonna tell you
lineman
exactly who I would target.
either. I need some elite.
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson.
Yep. In the second round. Yep. Next Drew Brees right there. Hey, y'all, okay.
Oh.
He 24. Tom Brady played till he's 45.
No, that's an anomaly. Lamar can be for the team.
I mean, he's still 24 to 40.
It's according to how you want to gamble.
But he might not be. No, I ain't comparing nobody to no Tom Brady. I don't even think nobody gonna ever reach that.
According to how
It
you
don't
want to
matter.
gamble. He say pick up a lineman. Me, I ain't picking up him. Fuck that.
I say
I'm
wait
giving
till
that
next
first
year,
round
crap.
pick. I
No,
need something that's
I ain't saying pick a
I
lineman
need
first
somebody
round.
who gonna damn dance out there in that damn field. I need
You
somebody.
can have somebody dancing if you want to.
Shit, I can
If
get
you
it
can't block,
because think
you
about
can't
it.
block for the person throwing in the ball. He gonna
We
be
already-
dancing by himself.
They already gonna they ain't planning on going Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
they ain't
So
not.
what I think, if you get a lineman, you going on Super Bowl anyhow. It's harder to find a receiver that can take over a game, a quarterback. You can find somebody standing.
Both
their
of
ass
them
in front of
positions you
somebody.
just mentioned, somebody got to block for them.
I know.
You
but
got to have time.
I think
and somebody got to be able to throw the
But
ball.
what I'm saying is, they are a important position. But what I'm saying is, you ain't going even if you get him, your hopes of a Super.
That's smart, man. That's smart.
I would.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying it's still
I'm
not
sorry.
smart.
If I'm drafting that high, I am going to get a skill player. Lineman, only time I'm getting a lineman that high.
If I'm like
Tristan Wirfs.
fifth,
Yeah, but that's though you
number
name
one?
it. It's not.
well, he better be like Trent motherfucking
And I think his whole
Williams. Wasn't they Trent
3
Williams?
years he been there, he gave up 2 sacks.
He better be Trent motherfucking
Yeah,
Williams.
but that's in college. No,
If they don't compare him to Trent,
with the Bucks right now. He don't give up sacks.
well,
Money well spent.
Well, what draft pick was it?
Like 11.
See,
what I'm saying.
if I can get him in, then I'll wait till next year.
Lyman gonna be there.
We ain't got no first round pick next year, so you got
Oh
to
yeah,
get him in
y'all
the second
traded
round.
next year too. Yeah, they
I mean,
traded.
you still got free agents too. It all depends on who they go
y'all
out
traded a lot
with
though.
free agents.
I don't feel y'all
I
traded
can't give
so
away
much.
a skill. You got McCaffrey gone,
Yep.
DJ Moore gone,
Yep.
and you come out of there with a lineman first, boy, you getting fired. And I'm like, well, who the fuck?
And it's a brand new coaching staff.
Ain't no point in him blocking. Ain't no point in him blocking if we can't get it. Shit, at least we got a better chance going shotgun out, hiking the ball to him.
Why do most young quarterbacks fail? Because they get hit too much, staying injured, or they don't have a running game or defense. If you don't have those, it's pointless.
Carolina definitely need a running back.
Quarterback. It's pointless.
I think you build around the quarterback.
You seen this model 3 times. I mean, Russell Wilson had a running game, had a defense, successful. He wasn't a big arm guy. You had Pat Mahomes had a team around him when he stepped in. I think he still would have had his arm and everything, but you got the team ready. Look what they did with your team, Jalen Hurts. They put the players around him. They got the best line, offensive line.
We had
Look at the
them
production.
motherfuckers before he got there.
Exactly. That's my point.
But them
You
decades,
can
niggas
take a
we
chance.
been had.
You can take a chance on a quarterback when you can protect. I mean, you're in the league, man. Everybody know how to throw slants, deep balls. Everybody know how to do
Daniel
that.
Jones just got a big contract. He
That's
ain't had
right.
no
He
motherfucker.
on there.
Hey,
He
I
on.
like Danny Dimes, man.
What?
He had no.
Hold on.
And then
Hey, man.
Why
I'ma
you
tell you
like
why.
him, bro?
Look, man. Hey, I know he fell on that
Bring
run,
that shit up.
but-
Like, the
but
nigga
it
got
can't-
paid
hey.
millions.
but he got some feet.
Not over
He
no
got some feet on
motherfucking
him.
Saquon.
You would pay him over Saquon?
It depends on my team. It depends on the rest of the team. Would I have played him? No. Because they ain't got the other prerequisites, man.
Saquon.
You
Saquon nasty, bro.
Shoot, hey, Danny Dimes can get out the way of people and he can run away from
But
them.
that's the thing though. That's
He
the
might
thing
fall
though.
before he get there, but
That's the
it
thing
ain't because
though.
he got hit.
When you pick a lineman, when you go back to picking a lineman, all linemen can't pass block on the run. All linemen can be
But see,
stationary blockers.
That ain't always the lineman's fault. Some of it is the quarterbacks holding the ball too long. You missing your freaking read because you don't know what you're looking at, and you getting hit. The line gave you plenty of time to throw it when your foot hit the back. It's supposed to be out.
Okay, so tell me this.
I feel you, but
Going back to where the Panthers stand at, you just about anytime a new coach come in, they want their own quarterback. So I get that part.
Idiots.
I get that part. But
I don't.
to me, because a lot of the fans on social media been complaining, it's like, but you gave up your only weapon for him to even throw to. Mind you, there's no more. Well, at least we got McCaffrey, who could be a running back and a wide receiver. You don't have that anymore. I think the running back y'all do have, he come from where? Tennessee? He was back up for...
He was in Atlanta too.
yeah, he was in Atlanta, too.
He done been a couple of places.
So,
Foreman or something.
yeah, Foreman.
Okay.
So y'all have him, but who? What would be your reason to bring a quarterback in with no weapons?
I already told you that was it. That just the new coaching staff wanting to start out with a brand new quarterback day one to groom him in they system right from the jump. They don't want to go ahead and get a year in and say, we'll get him next year. They just want to start it right there. That's the only thing I could think.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Like I said, it is what it is.
you ain't, I think it is if you know you ain't got no sight. So the key
So
is
if you're buying into a true rebuild,
Yeah,
Like,
the
you
key
just like,
is,
you know.
is the championship, playoff runs
Yeah.
and shit. If you know that it don't matter what the fucking free agent right now, or like if you know, then fucking get the shit. You gonna have to break it down. But the Panthers are known for doing this. They known for it.
Yeah.
For doing what?
Tearing the team up.
Rebuild.
I was about to say, what are we
It's-
talking
Yeah,
about?
but
now?
not through
Not
the
this
draft.
bad,
Yeah,
though.
not
Not this
through the
bad.
draft like this. Like I ain't never seen them trade away this many picks to move up that far in
I
the
ain't
draft
never seen them
before.
trade away this many stars. They don't at one like.
But you think, if you think about where we come from with the Panthers.
No, they just outright let him go.
But you think with Cam, but think about
At least
it.
we got
though.
something in return this time.
Think of it, Chris.
Justin Fields chilling.
This is it's a
Yeah.
a rebuild don't mean we get rid of all our players at one time. Like, y'all been doing this over the past couple of years since Cam and then failed at the Super Bowl.
They already
It's
rebuilt
been
the
like,
defense.
We just been, because me and you talked about last year, Marcus, and then I think, I don't know if you was here then or not, but we talked about, like, Panthers always, and the Hornets, they do this thing where they stick their toe in the rebuild, don't
tell you
go
what the
full
problem
feet
was,
in.
man.
So it's like, but what if they just doing it slow and it's all coming to roost?
Hornets definitely did it.
Y'all losing everybody right now from that championship team. That's gone. Even the coaches.
You know why Wilkes
Coaches
didn't-
don't went to Buffalo and them built their own shit.
You know why Wilkes didn't get that job? Because they intentionally wanted that man to lose some games, so they wouldn't have had to trade for their first pick. By the time when they fired and traded C-Mac and all of that, they wasn't expecting the Panthers to play the way they did. Them boys played above their head, and they was like, hell nah, we wanted that draft pick. We ain't going to no playoffs. What you win for?
Damn, that's
You know,
fucked
like,
up.
no,
That might be some
I
real
was like,
shit.
oh, look, ain't nobody gonna say that,
That shit
They
make
was
a
like,
whole
that
lot of
man-
motherfucking
That man,
sense.
they wanted to tank. I was like, I don't care. And
Hey,
Wilkes was
you know
like,
I
nah,
love some tanking
I
shit.
want
I
a
do.
job.
I believe
And he
in
got them
tanking.
boys to play for him.
That's fucked up.
And the boys
we-
played. And it was
You
like,
right.
played it.
Play
But
your
it
ass
been a
right
whole
out of a job.
God damn.
We want Wilkes back.
nope.
Hell no.
we wanted the first
Y'all
round
didn't
pick.
listen to what we told
Now
y'all.
I got to give all my plays or future away to get it.
But you
Didn't he
know,
go to San Francisco?
who?
Wills.
I think so.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? When you think of rebuilds and shit, sometimes they do take time. Like I look at what's name. I know it's like switching over, but it's just a comparison. I look at the Kings now in the NBA. That shit took forever. From the time Chris Webber and them had their run and Kobe
Nigga,
them
that
kept
wasn't no
thumping
rebuild.
they-
Them
that
niggas
wasn't
just
rebuild. But think about
Them
it though.
niggas was just garbage.
But once they not the coach, but the owner got it in their head, whatever this new owner regime is, when they started drafting De'Aaron and all them, it's turned out that, like, it take time. Even with the Warriors, like, y'all, we got revisionist history. We act like
I see what
soon
you're
as
saying,
they
though.
draft Curry and Clay, they was world beaters. No.
I see what you're saying. What we thinking, like, it's just like the overnight success story.
Yeah.
What we see is overnight success. It took fucking 5, 10, 15 years to actually fucking turn into some shit.
So it's like, y'all might be, I don't know.
I think it's the coach. The coach had a taste of what it looked like. Mike Brown was with us. He had a taste of what it looked
Mike
like.
Brown was also one of the winners coaches with LeBron. Too.
He was, and he was
He
a good
knew how to
defensive
win.
mind. But
He
what
knew
did
how
he
to
get to
win.
watch? What did he get to watch when he came? And look at how the boys play. Tell me they don't play like Golden State.
No.
Ooh, yes they
No,
do.
they don't.
Hey,
Because they got a center that play like a point guard and a point guard that's fast as lightning but can't shoot worse shit like that.
and that's why
That's
why
why
I think
we
I mean,
going
when
that
that-
damn
Nothing like
when when that series happened, that's why I think it's going.
Shut up. You
I mean,
just,
I'm just being.
I think they're
honest,
going
man.
to get y'all a run.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like,
that boy Malik Monk
yeah, and they get.
done got
I
back.
always like
Bro,
Malik.
Me too.
I always
and he
like
done got back with his homeboy.
But see,
like
that's the
Malik.
thing.
The Wildcats.
Wait till they get in these series. Wait the
Malik.
series play start.
But
I'm ready.
rooting for
I'm ready
him.
to see. I'm ready to see them
But-
there. I would like to see the Kings actually
he ain't
make a
worried
little bit of
about nothing.
noise.
over
Look, man. Look,
don't know
they
what
number
the hell
2
they got
seed
over
right
there.
now.
But
You see
back,
who they
look,
facing to play? They
I mean,
can
all the
pull,
greats are playing hooky
They can,
right
what
now.
they can pull.
They
the
number
wo- yeah,
two
they
right
the
now?
2 seed right
they're
now.
2 seed.
All the greats playing
They gonna
hooky.
pull the 7 and 8. That can be the Warriors, Lakers. I'm like, they not ready for that. Especially the Lakers.
Yeah,
The Lakers are
they
trade.
They
I
bad.
was like, whoo, that's not the same team.
But I'm just ready to see them niggas get out there and do some shit. Like I'm not saying they go fucking go to the conference finals and no shit.
This is where you see your
No. I'm talking about.
This is where you see
Like,
your
you
up
got
and
a
coming. That's what I like about so you see your up and comings right here. And you already know that they damn bad, but
Well, see,
see
well,
them
maybe,
upcoming, like Memphis, them up and coming.
well, maybe that's, well,
Memphis
maybe,
done.
well, maybe that's what the Panthers banking on, though. Like, it's just when you, I watch my team trade away everything for Julio Jones. Yeah, that next year that pick was Robert Griffin. The Redskins got Robert Griffin and somebody else.
Indy got Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. So I watched it, but at the end of the day, it's like you watch, you don't know. Like if I look
That's
at this
what I'm
quarterback group, I don't know. I asked Marcus, he from Ohio State. He say CJ ain't it. I don't know.
I say he ain't
Everybody
either.
saying he is.
CJ
I
ain't
just
big.
feel like I told you, man. Like they putting it on. Is this kid? What type team do you have around them? That's the only
Do
way.
you think they're gonna go with a scrambling quarterback or they gonna go with the
They
quarterback?
better. They ain't got no line.
See, this is my thing, though. This is my thing about that whole scrambling quarterback stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the NFL, a lot of people follow a person because he can just flat out run. Number one,
Can't throw.
but Lamar Jackson can throw.
What's your definition of
Shit, Lamar Jackson percentage is good in the pocket. He just fast as fuck. Why? You don't think so? He's in the league. He's in the league of passing.
Nope. I mean, his stats say he is. Nope.
Well, what the hell, Mark? What
Do you not watch
You
the
can't
game?
remake a
In
number.
the fourth quarter, when it's time for him to hit a pass, he does not hit the pass. That is not. I don't care what your stats say. The one pass you needed to hit, you did not hit numerous times. Not only one.
Nigga done fell out.
Numerous times you do not hit the pass that you need to hit. Show me one, because if
So
you did,
you just judged this man off a pass in the fourth quarter, one pass,
no.
right?
I'm
Two passes.
judging you off making the play when it needs to be made.
How you know that was the play?
Because that's the one that lost you the freaking game. Why wouldn't it be the play?
He treating this nigga like Jordan Poole.
Yeah, man, he throwing hot sauce. He throwing hot sauce on shit.
Look, man, like you can tell, like it's situational football, man. Like in times, like okay, the 2-minute drill, they gonna like you ran the ball
But I
the
got a
whole
square.
game to back them off, and then when it's time for you to throw,
But I
that's
got
what you
questions.
setting them up for.
But I got questions. You breaking it down to 2 minutes. How long is a game? I feel like we do this to people. Like they could be great. Say the game. How long does a football game?
How many plays Pat Mahomes missed?
Time out. How many minutes is in a football game?
60.
60. But you boiling them all them 60 minutes into 2 minutes that matter.
No, it's a chess match. Think of it.
See,
think
you-
of it.
you-
Chess match is a
you
long
sound like
game,
a
though.
Exactly.
You
I'm
a
talking-
pocket
no,
quarterback Peyton Manning type guy.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly.
That's why you gonna think like that. Listen,
That is a quarterback.
You know-
he done put you in the position. Okay,
I
offensive
bet when you get
How
the
many years
ball,
with Peyton
I
in
bet
the
when you
league?
get the ball, you run the first play of the game. No,
How many years was Peyton in the league?
it depends.
see that's but
He was
that's
in the league
that's
double
just like
digit years,
that's,
right?
That's
It depends.
Bible bread
What year
football.
he get
No,
drafted?
it's not.
99?
It's not. It depends. You know what?
last 2000.
You ain't gonna go for no first downs
Was it
and fourth
99,
down.
2000?
When?
And
Yes.
Yeah, it was like what?
Yes.
14 years?
He was
I'm not saying
but
that.
Peyton was in there for 14 years. He only won one Super Bowl. Or
No, he won two.
Two.
And
Yeah.
2 MVPs.
Yep.
Well,
With
all
two
I'm
different
saying-
teams.
What-
all
what-
I'm saying.
With two different teams.
What's your point?
This is all
Lamar,
I'm
hey,
saying.
he on his way there.
This is
Just
what
ain't
I'm
won a
saying, though.
playoff
This is
game
all
yet.
I'm saying, y'all. With my
But he
mark.
don't want MVP.
I mean, okay, y'all
He don't want
said two
MVP.
Super Bowls like it's just he only got 2. Yeah, Tom Brady got 7. That's the only one. Joe Montana got
Ja
5.
Montana.
Or 4. It don't matter.
5. He got 5.
You act like it's a lot of people out there with multiple. It's not. It's not that
but
many.
you boiling everything down to 2 minutes.
Nope. I'm
But
boiling.
it's like-
I'm saying.
So what do you say about Dan Marino?
I didn't. It's hard for me to remember him. Like, I mean, I know he was a good thrower of the ball, but I mean, he had one of the quickest releases and he was accurate. He could throw the ball. He was on the money.
What was your point about Lamar?
But yeah, my point was, like, even with this draft pick, the what's the Anthony guy?
Yeah,
Richardson. He can run, he can throw, he's strong. So you really can't put him in a box. And they're gonna label him as a scrambler because he run a 4.4 40. But this is where everything get overlooked because that speed, they're not gonna see that he really can throw.
Well, see, this is where I go into my race
You don't
bait
think so?
because have you ever noticed the league okay when a white quarterback that can run? If it's a white quarterback that can run, then they are Aaron Rodgers. They are the greatest thing that's ever touched the field. Aaron Rodgers ain't won that much, but they look at him as one of the greatest.
He got 2 Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls. But if you ask about a black quarterback who can run,
Automatically, he's a scrambler.
he's a scrambler, and you can't win with scramblers because either they
don't
rely
last
on their
long,
leg, they don't last long,
They
or
don't
they
even
ain't
hit
smart
like
enough.
they did back in the day.
I ain't even gonna say about the smart part. Name one scrambling quarterback that won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is considered
Aaron
a scrambler.
Rodgers,
He's not
John
considered a
Elway,
scrambling
He's a
quarterback.
balance.
He's not considered no
Russell
scrambling
Wilson.
quarterback.
Russell
balance.
Wilson.
You ain't never heard.
See, but when you
John
do straight
Elway.
never heard.
you want a
Elway.
straight runner?
Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Elway had one of the strongest arms in NFL history.
But was he a scrambler?
I don't think so.
Yes, he was.
Anytime.
You go,
Look,
he
Aaron
was.
Rodgers don't stay behind the center and pass the
no.
ball.
He's
When you
a
leave the pocket,
improviser.
it don't matter if you don't. You won't be a scrambling
You
quarterback.
talking about movement versus running. You talking about moving
It's no
in the
quarterback
pocket
that just runs.
versus
No.
Lamar Jackson.
No, he
Justin
don't.
Fields.
You know his passing? That's what I'm saying.
Lamar Jackson. Look,
And you know who he passed to? Nobody.
Case in point
he
right
got
here.
about 2,000
case
yards.
in point right here. What do you want Lamar Jackson to beat you doing?
Huh?
You
No,
want him to
me
beat you
personally?
throwing the ball.
Personally?
If you make him throw, he does not win the game. If you make him throw the whole game,
That's
he
because you
proved
make
it.
That's because you
'Cause
make,
he can't throw.
Hold on. No.
That's why.
It ain't why. Because you make him one dimensional.
Yes.
Like,
you can't
if
help
you
him
make
can run.
anybody- If you make anybody one dimensional, the thing about Pat Mahomes, yeah, the nigga runs slow.
I
but
mean,
hold
look,
on,
he's
when
considered
his
a
wheels-
scrambler.
He's
when
an
his
exception.
wheels-
You ain't got to
hold
put him
on.
in it because he gonna always be
But
the
listen,
exception
though,
to the rule.
when his wheels gotta go, they go. They go at one speed, but they go. He's not one dimension. Like, when you talk about that, you go, well, you make him throw. That's because you made him one dimensional. That's anybody.
But
If you
see,
make
y'all
anybody
looking
one
at it is that
dimensional.
you're looking at a percent. I'm talking about like okay.
I'm not looking at a percentage no more.
Pat Mahomes
I'm looking at the
rolls
game
out
now.
and he throws it, no look. It hits the receiver right in the hands. The receiver don't have to wait. They don't have to dive. They don't have
So
to
you
do
talking about
nothing.
efficient?
Boy, you so
Yes,
Okay.
that's
boy, you
exactly
can
what I mean.
calculate it.
Throwing,
He
He talking about efficiency.
it's about being
And
able to hit
wouldn't-
the play.
I don't give him no flack about efficiency. I understand that. But because
Every quarterback can throw.
My favorite 2 quarterbacks
I
of all
think-
time is Cam Newton and Dan Michael Vick. They're
I think-
gonna always be.
I think the black
They
quarterback.
neither one of them efficient. But you as a football player, them is the most. It's just pure football. Like niggas, everybody's not a cerebral quarterback.
See, listen.
And
the
that's
black
what you need
quarterback,
back there, man.
the scrambling
That's what you
quarterback, the ones that run the 4.4, 4.2s, whatever. These quarterbacks like this, I'm looking for them quarterbacks. You know what? That you can't even your 2-minute drill don't mean a damn two.
but see, that's the thing.
You don't
Like,
know
y'all
what the
don't
fuck
know
he
what
really
they
gonna
gonna
do in
do.
the 2-minute
Like,
drill. He might take off on the sideline, or he might throw a dart.
But
Like you
if
don't.
he knew how to read the game, it would make him running the ball a whole lot more dangerous.
Don't you-
Like if he
this
knows
man
how,
be doing-
he be like, I'm setting you up the whole time. I will set you up the whole game for one play, and I'm just gonna set you up for it every time. But you can't do that because, like I said, hey, the dude can run. He can run.
Past that, he can throw.
No, he cannot throw.
Because he don't sit in the pocket with his chest held high and waiting for a lineman to come in. Look,
he
all they gonna hear is like, as soon as he get held, he stood in the pocket with his chest high and threw that something.
He cannot throw.
No, if he could get away, why am I standing there? Let him hit me.
Can't throw. No.
Oh my God.
No, I will. Nope. He is. Look, if Lamar Jackson throw the ball, yes.
What?
Thank you. That's why. Yep.
So I get what you're saying.
Win.
He can throw. He make good throws. I see what you're saying. He don't make good decisions with his throws. It's a good throw. It went down the field.
Hell, Patrick Mahomes,
But he
throws ain't great decisions. Who the fuck run to the right side and throw to the left?
No. Yeah.
You can't do that. That's just that guy that can break that up and do what though. Do
But
anything. See, listen, that's my problem. That is an athlete that can do what the fuck he can to score.
He an athlete.
That ain't smart. All them passes he throw. Then who throw a pass is diving
Underarm.
and
hit the dude dead in the hand.
Them are athletes who do not sit in the pocket.
Look,
with
let
their
me tell you
chest
something.
high.
If Pat Mahomes receivers would have caught the ball when they were playing us in the Super Bowl, we would have got drugged because everyone he was running for his life, hitting everybody in the hands.
Running for his life,
He running because he an athlete. He an athlete.
That's what I'm saying.
Athlete.
He's a scrambling
the
balance.
accuracy
You can't
of the
put him in the
pass.
pocket. Now,
The
Peyton Manning.
I'm gonna be honest.
Peyton Manning, I will give you that. You let Peyton Manning try some shit like that. Oh, now all that shit on. All
But
the little.
guess what you didn't have to do with Peyton? He tricked you into the defense he wanted you in, and the ball came out. When the play broke down, what did he do?
It's a different place. It's a different play style. But see, this is
What the black quarterbacks do?
What
when
I-
they get out the
That's
pocket?
what I'm saying.
Don't
What
say
they
black.
do.
Don't say black. Don't say black.
Yeah, it's analogy. If
All right.
you a black man that can run in NFL, you was a scramble quarterback.
No,
They
that's
already
not
gonna
what I'm
put-
saying.
They gonna put you
That's
up there.
not what I was about to
your
say.
lifeline.
But
your
you
That was
said
not what I was
black
about to say.
quarterback.
What was you about to
All I was gonna hey, when the black quarterbacks do it, they run out the pocket and they make a bad decision instead of the play is
God.
Tell me I'm lying.
You are
lying.
running out the pocket is never the wrong decision. Who told you to
no,
sit
he's saying-
there?
I
and
know,
eat
he's
your
saying-
ass in?
Running out the pocket is the bad decision.
He's saying
running
after
out
that.
and just throwing the ball
But
instead
why
of
you gotta
the
say
play.
black,
Pat Mahomes did
Because
it.
that's who it is. It's a black quarterback.
Patrick
No, are you
it's a
talking
black
about a
quarterback.
single person or all black quarterback?
No, I'm just talking about the majority is the black quarterback.
Patrick
Because they are
Mahomes
able-
do it every single fucking time. He
And
get
when
a
he
clap.
does it, what happens?
It's the luck of the damn nature. He do.
So it's
who
luck.
does this?
So he completes most of them, and that's luck. That's not skill.
Man.
What
I
world
like
is that?
I can't explain that shit.
I mean,
like
I
How
have
is that
absolutely
luck?
no explanation
But
for the
it's-
shit that Mahomes does on the field.
But it's not.
When
I don't
Aaron
know why
Rodgers
the shit
does it,
happens.
it's a wide open person down the field because
it.
they are scheming it.
Not it.
And then if it's not, Aaron Rodgers is so accurate, it's gonna fall in their hands. That's
you
all
want-
I'm saying. I'm talking about. Oh my!
I'm not saying. I find it hard to say black quarterback because I won't do that. I'm just not.
I
Gonna
mean,
do that.
I'm just describing
That's
the
not
color
what
of
I'm
the
gonna
person. He's
do.
a black quarterback.
But all I'm gonna
Is it not a
say
black
is
quarterback?
what I wanted to ask because it really that is a mindset. Because what I was gonna ask was before we got into the black quarterback shit, it was like what I see is the problem most of the time is black and white with quarterbacks who know they're physically gifted. It's called hero ball because in your mind you physically gifted to do any and everything. Ain't shit nobody can tell you. I've seen white, I've seen black do it. Hell, you can go Hispanic because at one point in time when what's name with USC, he was bad. What's my nigga name who got the butt fumble? Nigga was good at USC.
Sanchez.
That's what I was trying to
Sanchez.
think. I was like, wait,
He played hero ball. Like when you think like yo, to me, nigga, I'm a badass motherfucker. What you want to do? You want me to run? You want me to pass?
I
You want me to
agree.
catch the fucking ball? I'll do it. I'll do it all myself.
That don't mean
so
you
when I
should.
get, I'm just saying.
Okay, Tebow.
It's the
Tebow.
it's the
Get me started
it's
with
that mentality. I don't think it's like black or nothing like that, or it's just that mentality of hero. You think you can do everything.
I think
When you think you can do everything, it makes you a little arrogant. And
I
you
think
do
it
dumb
starts-
shit. Because at the end of the day, arrogance leads you to buffoonery. You do buffoonery shit because you just think you can do it. Like if you ask Tom, no. Nigga, if I ain't got these big fat ass people up in front of me, I can't run. I done seen Tom do it. I seen
and Tom just got 1,000 yards rushing probably a year ago.
Yeah. He know better. He ain't trying shit. So it's like them quarterbacks that think, just like for instance, if you ask me coming out of college, if he had his head on his shoulders right, he had all the tools to do what he had to do. Kyler Murray had all the tools. He got a strong ass arm. He's fast as fuck and he accurate. But there's a screw loose in that motherfucker. I don't know what it is. The nigga he arrogant as fuck. Like arrogant.
I think just coming up though, man.
It's
like,
hard.
Like this probably starts as I know this out like a chap. Think of the type
yeah.
of ball we play as a chap. Pick up, get busted, throw the ball up in the middle, gotta get it, now score. Tom Brady wouldn't survive there as a chap.
Hell
so
no.
the black kid
Probably didn't even play.
didn't even play that. So the hood mentality, I guess, or the urban
Inner city, yeah.
Black people?
Yeah.
You talking about black
no,
people?
you got some white dudes could do it too. Cause you had what's my man?
Who?
What's my man?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. He was the hell at it, but he sucked. I didn't say he was good.
Okay, I'm gonna give
didn't
a
say he was
better
good.
example.
Everybody's not
give a
good
better
at what
example,
they do.
Cause he gonna say Johnny, you know that think Johnny part of the culture. What's my nigga now? The white Cam Newton,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
You know he was up in there. playing.
Nigga, he believe in his health and his athletic ability, and it causes him to do hero ball. He ain't us. When you believe in
He in
yourself
tune
so
with his
much,
star player. He in tune with his own
yeah,
shit.
he like nigga. What y'all want?
I
Want me
just
to
like
run
them
you
players
over?
that got the instinct to score any means necessary. That's all I'm gonna say.
Arrogance.
Any means necessary, I need you to get what I need.
But I don't see that in
Let me
Lamar,
tell you,
y'all.
You know who had that?
Who?
Jameis Winston. He wanted to score by any means necessary.
You want me to tell you what
But
happened to him?
Good
too?
Lord.
No. He didn't want to score by any means necessary. He listened to all them people tell him, I need you to be a pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
And he sat back there and made dumb decisions. When
careful.
in your nature,
If you ain't supposed to be doing it, don't do it.
Don't do it. What are you doing? I hate that. I hate it. For instance, y'all made that nigga.
No.
Hey, we need you to sit back here
No, we
and
did
deliver
not.
that ball.
No.
I don't care
No.
if they rush
No.
you, stance.
I disagree.
He's sitting there by, he's look.
I disagree.
Then he throwing deep ball. They all hell yeah, nah, you should have been gone.
No.
Tampa Bay ruined my
That
nigga.
same play because he did it one game. Oh my God, he did both of them one game. Early in it, he did some shit and just threw it. Pick six. Late in the game, you see it happen again. Just throw it out of bounds. Throw it out of bounds. He throws it. Mike Evans catches it. Yes. No. That was a horrible. Why?
Hero ball,
did he
Mark.
throw the, and then they turn the camera around and show you what they looking at. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Man, them darts
What?
coming. Them darts
Are
is
you-
coming. Them blitzes. If you got the ability to get the fuck away, and
Get
you can get
your
the fuck away.
ass out the way.
I'm not standing there unless somebody really the fuck open. If they ain't,
One thing,
I'm
look,
getting
let me
the
tell you
fuck
what I
outta
like
here.
about Jameis, man.
What?
Jameis gonna try to win. I don't care. He gonna put you in a bad situation. You gonna be losing, but he gonna bring you back. It's the biggest roller coaster ever. You like, here we go with this dumb
Highs
man.
and lows all game long.
But the thing,
Damn, boy.
he
I
is
hate
not
that nigga went to
scared to
fucking.
throw
I wish
the
he would have
ball.
went somewhere else, man.
Yeah, they ain't room
Damn.
with y'all boy, man.
Damn, sure fucked my nigga up, man. He should have got the hell out of
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
He should have got the hell out of Florida, man. Florida State was enough. You did great, my nigga, but get the fuck up out of there. Shit, fuck
Yeah.
my nigga.
Y'all did fuck him
And
up,
then they
Mark.
got Tom Brady come. Y'all ain't make too much adjustment on your line.
you
Now
gonna tell
everybody
me-
want to block like hell.
You know why?
Everybody sitting there
You know
blocking
why
like
it looks
hell.
so, no, they wasn't blocking no different. He just gets rid of the ball so fast.
Man,
he gets rid of the ball. That's what I've been saying. He gets rid of the ball. He don't hold it. That person open. He knows they open. He knows where to throw it. Versus
Because Jameson,
That's
I
all
don't know
good
if
in
he
a
open.
perfect area, but all passes ain't gonna be quick. Some plays gonna be delayed, and you got to stand there, and then they come.
and when he had to do that, he was fucking horrible.
I think that's coaching. So I'm gonna ask this before we move on too, because this was brought up to me back when Cam was still with the Panthers. How long do you think it takes for a player to have that coaching set in? Like from
From a new coach?
From like when they get drafted, when they come into the league, and it's like, because like Mark was saying, you got that internal clock when that ball is hanging. We did it in the front, yeah, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, pass it, throw it away. How long, or just your mechanics and all that shit? How long does it take for that to click?
I honestly don't think it does for some. I really don't.
I mean, but people measure that. Like that's a measuring stick
That's
for
a
something. Like
measurement.
how long? Because he a bust.
I think.
Why is he a bust? How long should he have been given to develop into whatever it was you was thinking about?
That's a hard question. I mean,
think-
that falls back with me talking about. It depends on the team. You gotta,
'Cause
you got weapons, but I mean, like,
Because
you
I
know, that's tough.
made the comment because I was like, Ken Dorsey is fucking Cam up. Like I didn't like him as a quarterback coach, but my man was like, he said he should have learned all that shit by now.
Man, I feel like
My
you
thing-
gotta know if you a player that's getting drafted, you gotta know you first.
Yeah.
All. You gotta know, what the fuck you can really do good. Cause some shit that
I mean, it's
gotta know
also.
you.
I feel like if you're a good coach, you gonna design the system around strengths versus this is the offense I want. I feel like what they did a lot with Cam. This is the offense I want to run. You gonna run this offense versus like, hey, you good when you roll out and you know you get a receiver time because the lineman can't get to you, so the receiver's gonna be open down the field. You got a strong enough arm. Do that a little bit more, you know. Now at the same time. The difference for me between Cam and Lamar is Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts too. They know how to get down. They know when the play's over. I ain't gonna run through this person. I'm gonna go ahead and slide. Or I know I'm quicker than him. I'm gonna run around him. Cam, nah.
That's my nigga.
Cam
See,
was going through him. But at the same time, he was big enough to.
Yeah.
So
see, my thing with Cam too, and I hate this. Like, and I used to tell people, I argue for this nigga tooth and nail. That was my nigga.
Damn,
You know, he didn't play for us. I said, man, y'all waste so much time trying to make him into something he ain't.
Yeah.
He is not. He's not Peyton. He ain't Brady. He ain't Rodgers. But they ain't him.
But at the same time,
at
I
the
can see
end of
that
the
being
day,
hard.
they're not him. So, like you said, just like in basketball, if I put a team together, I don't put a team together based off what I want to do. I have to know what they can do, and I have to fit my offense around them, or it just ain't gonna mesh. I looked at how they did Cam, and you got to think Cam had a different damn coach. He had different coaches, different offensive coordinators. How many offensive coordinators y'all go through?
2.
He
He
went.
ain't had that many.
He did,
No, he ain't had that many different sets of coaches.
but it's
He had one head coach,
okay. How many sets of receivers did he go through?
a lot,
Like you can't. You're not. Cam ain't even.
and never had
the thing
top
with
tier.
Cam, his
Never had no
best-
top tier receiver. Like no,
His best people to throw to was who? His
tight
tight
ends.
ends. He lived off tight ends and
If he
running
would have kept
backs.
Steve Smith, he would have been better off. But
that was
That
what he was talking about. They just be letting niggas go.
They got rid of Kevin Bisbee. They gave up on him.
that nigga
Now what Smitty said.
Smitty, you should.
Oh, I love Steve.
well, so the other side to yours is that, you know, everybody is basing it off was the pass complete versus did you throw the ball to the correct person. I mean, like, you know, it's Cam held the ball, in my opinion, and it was a lot of times where if you go back and look at the film, you got the running back standing right there. They just don't take the plays that they should take, and I think that's where a lot of the completion percentage some quarterbacks have are a little. I was like, that's a little skewed. They throwing right down the line.
That's the thing about your type of quarterback. They wanna make the right play, but these niggas wanna make the play that's gonna make fans stand
Jordan
up.
fucking Poole.
It's just in them. Some people, it's in them.
That's fine for it to be. But all I'm saying is, you can still make that play if you play.
So do y'all think that's hurting Lamar?
Man, you know me. I got to first of all.
Yeah, true.
First, no, because when you draw up these little circles and squares and lines on this, all that shit ain't cause that's your number one. Don't mean that's your number one. I might go to the number 6 before I go to the number 1. First of all, I don't agree just running the. I don't agree.
But we know because we know.
Gave us a story.
I'm just one of them guys.
Why you say you already know how this nigga goes?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Like I think a play set in place. Like, but don't mean that that's supposed to happen. That I'm gonna hit him.
Oh
on this post. Fuck that post. As long as we get this first, what we need first. All right, here. Check.
I see why you like Lamar Jackson and all of them now. Because I mean, the reason you call a play is you are anticipating a certain type defense. If you get cover 2, there's certain holes in cover 2.
I understand.
And you do. I mean, so why are you throwing? Deep down the middle when you know the linebacker is down the middle with cover 2?
No.
Like, why would you do that?
See,
that's a dumb play.
No.
Yes, that's a dumb play. You cannot build success off bad decisions. You cannot do it. It's not a consistent choice you should make. I don't care how good. It's certain times of the game that yes, that is a good play. When it's time, but hey, I don't care. I got Randy Moss right here. Hey, I tell the defense, I'm throwing him the ball. I don't care if the whole team over there. This play is going to Randy Moss. I mean, it's just certain times that is acceptable. But
I mean, I feel you on a certain time.
I mean, I ain't saying you don't do it.
Athletes, you put people who got all this talent in the box. Let them do what the fuck they can do.
No, but if
that's why they're different. But that's why they're different because they can do different shit.
And that's why they don't win.
So what's going to be your argument if Lamar wins the Super Bowl?
What do you mean?
Then you don't have an argument no more.
How you figure?
Because he won the Super Bowl. He won the shit.
Shit, Jalen.
I mean, it depends on how he wins the Super Bowl.
You reminded me of Ron. I'm having Ron.
I mean, no, I get it because Trent Dilfer.
The question.
But Chris, I mean, if you start this shit,
I mean, I'm not saying. I get it.
First of all, I'm not saying Lamar Jackson can't win the Super Bowl being the type quarterback he's been. I'm not saying he can't win the Super Bowl running the ball. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with the way he wins. I just have a problem with everybody like, oh, he can pass too. No, he can't. No, he can't. He can't do it. Now, if he were to win the game,
do you think he should be paid?
I think he has value. Yes.
No. I asked you. Do you
got my boys on
paid how much?
Paid what he's asking for.
If Deshaun Watson got paid what he paid.
Deshaun got paid it.
Man, we already had that discussion, man.
Yeah, I know.
We already had that
discussion.
It was not about Deshaun Watson's ability. It was about somebody being desperate for the quarterback.
You got to pay that man. He ain't got to have that Mahomes money, but he got to be right there.
No, why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Mark, okay.
What has he done?
I don't know how to explain it to you if you don't like numbers. You don't like numbers. I don't know what else to say. But I do know the damn numbers saying that I don't know how to break it down.
He an MVP quarterback, too.
I don't know how.
Let's be honest.
If you look at them numbers over there that you don't
records.
Like, them numbers says that I'm an MVP.
All right.
Hell, this quarterback has been here 5 years, ain't MVP.
So the last 3 seasons, was he playing late in the season?
It was hurt, man.
Okay.
Oh, boom, ding, 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 ding. his form of football, he
Time
is
out.
hurt.
I like. Hey, he only done
hurt
he
at the
only
end.
he
When it
only done
count.
missed 14 games in his career. So
When he missed the 14 games, it's not that he
it's
missed
just
the game.
recently. It's just
It's
recently.
when
Missing
he
in the
is-
beginning of the back end of the
when
middle.
it is
Well,
winning
okay.
time.
Should he get paid as much as Kyler Murray?
Hell yes.
Well, that's what he asking for.
No, he won't. Well, from what I
He
see,
want guaranteed money. Kyler
I'm
Murray
not
got a
guaranteeing
lot
you
of
that.
guarantees.
I'm not guaranteeing it.
Why?
Somebody gonna
I
give
agree
it to
he
him.
should get $1 more than Kyler Murray. $1 more than Kyler Murray.
Oh, you a disrespect.
I'm just saying.
I don't even know. I don't know what to fuss with. He don't like numbers, but he say $1 more. That's a number. So I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck to fuss about no more.
I'm not saying don't use your instincts of what got you to the point, but what also gets you further is trusting. Trust the freaking play. Trust your team to do the job. I know it don't look like it's there. This play ain't supposed to be here, but this next play that I'm gonna come right back with the same formation. If you charge that hole, they gonna continue to do it. That's gonna draw them in. What I'm doing, boom, flip out. Use your instincts. Go score the game. I mean, it's simple. Just run what I call. I'm not gonna put you in a bad situation, but at the same time, I don't believe coaches say that to players either. Hey, this is not meant for you to score. I don't want you to. Hey, and now, of course, don't be dumb. If it's a blown coverage, come on now. I'm not saying don't be, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
Half of the time, it's like, that was no blown coverage. It's exceptions to the rule. You know, if the play is
For sure.
open, I'm like, come on now. Why?
But still stay within the confines of what the fuck
Right.
I'm calling
Exactly. I was
for the greater good
if
of the
the
fucking
cornerback
team.
falls down,
I get
yes, throw the ball. I'm like, anybody,
So-
don't be dumb. Don't be dumb.
So why they applied a Peyton Manning when he get to switch up the fucking play?
I mean, half of that, have you not heard what that? Half of that was all, he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, but some of them players switched the fuck up.
Yeah, because they called 3 plays in the huddle. That was their whole thing. He called 3 plays in the huddle based off how
He got to pick the one that he got to pick the one that.
based off how the defense lines up. He calls the set. If the defense moves, some of it is a fake call, and he was like, "Boom, they gonna change into this." I mean, it's genius, and it worked.
That damn Tony Dungy was a bad motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That was the coach, man.
Fuck all that. I'm gonna do.
See, because you don't trust your team.
Let me tell you.
Jordan Poole, don't trust the team.
They told me when I lined up on this 40-yard dash that was a 4-2. So we gonna test it right about now. Around this corner. Y'all better block. I was telling them,
Hey,
then if I score, coach, any given Sunday, high five. No. About 32. About 32. Any given Sunday.
man.
85.
What up, folks? It's your man Chris from the Slide Thru. Have you guys heard about Anchor yet? Look, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Look, check this out. It's free. And you know me, if it's free, it's for me. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Simple. They distribute your podcast to all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And I know you're trying to make a couple dollars with this, so they definitely help you with the sponsorships. No minimum listenership required. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. All you have to do is download the Anchor app on the Google Store or the Apple Store, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Slide through and check them out.
Speaking of doing what you want to do. Speaking of doing what you want to do, what's going on with Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies? What's this man doing besides what he want to do?
It hurts.
I mean, you know, it hurt that nigga over there. It don't hurt me. It kind of make. I been said it, man.
I wish Cuz was here. I wish Ron was here because
That's
you know
his
that's
him and Marcus,
yeah.
I put
That's his
so
next
much
generation
into him,
player, too.
And I know, but I knew, like, okay, how he be. See, I was so confused with social media in our time now, how we rolling, but for a while they just been letting them post shit anyhow. So that's why I thought it was fucking cool then. Shit.
Yeah.
If you gonna let them keep, like they been letting them do the shit.
They have.
Right.
And like
Ain't nobody
they
checked.
never
Ain't nobody
checked
checked
them.
it. Yeah.
So and past his crew, his organization never checked him.
Mm-hmm.
He been doing this.
Yeah, he have.
He been in the clubs doing this. So I was like, well, it's supposed to be the new age of shit. But he fucked up with the gun and the kid.
And this
He would have
last,
got away with it without the gun and the kid. I think.
Yeah, but then it was another instance too where
Yeah.
he took his crew up to the mall.
Yeah.
Cause somebody pissed his mama off.
and then
his
like
mama-
this last
first of all,
month.
his mama the one called him. Why would you call your son to come up there and start some shit when he a millionaire?
So it's a.
Why
This
you ain't got
last,
security?
I can't
like the
speak on
last
it no
month,
more,
month and a half of Ja Morant and his life surrounding basketball is being crazy as fuck. Like all that y'all
Remember
just
the
said.
Pacers?
And then what was it like a?
The red dot.
The red
Shining
dot.
through that damn.
Yeah, man.
Why?
I don't know.
Like all this shit
I don't know.
just came to a head on social media when this nigga was in a strip club in Colorado of all fucking places
With a gun.
with a gun on
Damn.
IG in the strip club.
Oh.
And
I can't. I'm not going. I don't know.
and you supposed to
hurt
be
Marcus.
you supposed to be the face of the
That nigga
franchise.
did- he told me, Marcus did tell me a while back. He was like, that nigga gonna be it.
Yeah, you supposed to be the face of the franchise and possibly even the face of the NBA
Yeah.
because that's what it was shaping up to be with you being the number 2 pick
But
right after
It's some
Zion that
bounce
year.
back to this. It's some bounce
What's
back
the
because the motherfucking let me get a lot of good feedback. Everybody ain't perfect.
No, I mean, no.
They gonna rewrite now. What publicists do? Publicists rewrite stories for you.
Because this what gets me.
And the
Now he
league
doing
will
the
help
Shaq. He doing the Shaq thing now. He'll
What?
go to a Waffle House and tip a
Yeah,
motherfucker $1,200. I had to, man. They had to put on the act because that lady was like, "You play in the NBA?" He was so humble. Yeah. Nah, I don't play in the NBA. Who you play for? Memphis Grizzlies. What's your name? Is you that? And she said his name all fucking wrong.
Yeah.
That's me. So he leave a $1,200 tip or he been going around doing charity cases.
Like, but that was way before. That was before the fact, though. Like, that was all shit that was going on before all of this shit hit.
Cases, man.
But, and they keep posting shit like that on social media, like the side of Ja that they don't want you to see. Like, nigga, we been seeing it. All of a sudden, when you get this big ass contract, you decide to
Yeah, I
wild
ain't
out
gonna
and do
lie.
stupid
I
shit.
like the public, the publicist spin they be putting on shit. It's funny to me. You just creating a story. You just what
Yeah,
they
but
trying
niggas
to
too
do.
smart for that shit now.
Yeah,
Like, it's
they
too.
are, but it's still entertaining.
In '97, that shit would have been
Because they
golden.
They had see this is the thing.
Right, you got the newspaper.
You got the newspaper. Newspaper. No, that ain't.
You got the evening news and
He
shit.
going on this Shaq tour. You know, Shaq will buy a car for the.
Nah, Shaq. No, hold
That's a
on.
motherfucking tax
Don't do
write-off.
Shaq like
Don't play him.
that.
Tax-
He
make
is a
too
nice
much
guy.
money.
He
He
a
needs
nice
some tax write-offs.
Shaq, I'm with you, my brother. You
Go
be
to
doing
Walmart
good things.
and
Be
spend
buying groceries for people.
$10,000 on the rental.
I like
That's
that.
great.
I like that. He good people.
Tax write-off.
But the thing with Ja though, it's bro, he ain't gotta do it. It's just that first of all, I always look at young players. They young, they gonna make mistakes.
F that.
But this shit he doing ain't really like
It's not necessary.
it's not necessary, and it's not normal mistakes. Like it ain't a normal mistake. For my crew, I've never heard of somebody having a crew with them all the time that do hood shit. Like nigga, I ain't
Well,
never.
maybe that's him.
I
That's
remember.
the thing.
Do you think so? That's,
don't-
I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not saying
I saw
that.
a video where this was when he was like in college, somewhere in South Carolina. You know, they be having a little beat down clubs and shit. Or house party, he pulled up, saw a dude had red bandana, he stacking with him, keep going, stacking with another one. So he might have been affiliated.
All I'm
with
saying
one,
is
man.
questions. I didn't look this up. Why did he end up at Murray State? Why was he not at a bigger school?
I thought about that too, because somebody, I think it was on Scott Van Pitt, and I don't know, but they was talking about, they was like, well, maybe it was Jamel Hill. She was like, well, maybe, well, first of all, he's playing a role. Either he's playing the role of a basketball player or he playing the role of a street nigga, meaning he really is a street nigga, but he know in order to make a corporate, he play basketball to make legit money.
All of them play roles.
Now, but it's a, you know what I mean? It's a different level to the role you playing.
Yeah.
If you really a street nigga, that's just what you are.
Oh,
Yeah, they say
I get what you. I get what you're saying. Are you a basketball player playing a street nigga, or a street nigga playing a basketball player?
Yeah, he play like a street.
We don't know. And like he said, I thought about it. I was like, so you and Zion came up around the same time, the same area. He made it to Duke out of the same area.
Why were you not recruited? Or
why did you only make it to?
And they looked
And
into
you
your
know,
life.
they told the story about that. You know how I got to Murray State? Murray State came to look at somebody else.
Yeah.
And they passed the gym. And when they passed the gym, this nigga was in there giving somebody the business. Mm-hmm. That's how he got to Murray State. It wasn't because he was recruited. It was because they just saw him. And mind you, the story that they tell, his daddy had been training them anyways, left and right, doing this and that. You know, they got the tire and all this shit. They be training just like the ball. You know, they train in their yard. It's like, I thought of that too. I was like, well, why your ass end up at Murray State?
Yeah.
So maybe he really is street. And we just ain't want to believe it. Because one, we see the pictures of him in his button-up at private school or wherever he went to. But think about this. Isaiah Thomas said he was from the hood, but he caught a bus every day to go to a better school. You could do that. We don't know. Oh, he lived in the suburbs. So, if your mom and dad live in the suburbs, don't mean that's where the fuck you hang out at. Now, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, but what I'll say to that is, I know I've met people from Sumter, South Carolina. They some hood niggas, straight up. Like, they some hood motherfuckers, like raw, uncut, don't give a damn, will hurt your fucking feelings, hood ass nigga.
yeah, that's true.
And I don't know why he really feel like he got to project that out there now as opposed to any other time. Like, it has gotten progressively worse over the course of his basketball career and the season more than anything else.
I mean, they call them stereotypes mainly because they're true. I mean, let's just be honest. I was like, most of the stereotypes are the majority of them. The majority of the time,
but usually,
like hood nigga to me.
typically, you would see that shit when he first hit the league, and then they would kind of do that rework or whatever and try to tone it down a little bit. But now it's like he came in kind of humble, but then it's starting to get out of control progressively. That's what I can't figure out.
Alcohol use. Now, I did see one video where that nigga was down in Casamigos like water, just
and rapping and got hands.
I mean, my thing, like,
his apology was real vague.
well, see, that's it's a lot of stuff
Because he said he needed to step away to get his mind together or something like that.
Because he ain't the first African American basketball player to come from the hood. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of them to do it. But, like, his whole image, hence the reason I was like, should he consider, image change? I ain't saying the NBA asking him to do it. I'm just saying himself.
Should he do it on his own?
Should he consider an image change?
Well, see, but the image change you had put in the what's the name? That ain't image change no more to me. That's not like that part ain't it no more. Like back in the day, it was. That's what they would say.
I think it's more accepted now, but I still think it's the same undertone as what it always has been.
Yeah,
like,
when you said it in the text string, I ain't agree with shit, but I was like, I see what you're saying because I've seen it done before and never agreed with it. But it's like he needs, first of all, this nigga on the sideline, when somebody make a shot, he'll
Yeah. Gun.
Like that's the image change I need.
Wait a minute, I think they gonna nitpick and everything like that though.
Mark,
Think about it. Think about it. Let me tell you something.
You would have had a better argument until he put live and had the gun on Instagram.
All right. Listen.
All right, what's
They
your
gonna get
explanation
on
for
that
him?
right there, regardless. That's a celebration of basketball, regardless. That's what
When?
they do. All right, what's the dude that just got from the Suns? What's his name? Bridge. What's his name?
Mikal.
Mikal Bridges.
When he shoot, he size you up. God dang. All right, my man from that played for Alabama and since he got a charge. He hold his hands up and he go like this to the other dude. Oh
No, he was trolling. That nigga did that on purpose, Marcus. You
They
can't
thought,
you
man.
can't tell me he didn't have his
One
ass
thing,
free.
I'm gonna bite my tongue on though. This is world premiere. I will agree. I'll bite my tongue on what you said and go back. He do need to get his business straight. Cause I remember I came to you, I was like, he might be smart enough to realty, Okay, he got to get his business straight. That's all you get.
It's not even about that though, man.
I had to ponder on it. I sat down. Yeah, he gotta get his business
sad,
straight.
man.
But that don't mean it don't have to be cutting hair. It don't have to be how you dress. You just have to get your business straight. That's all I want from him.
But that's the thing, like the image that he has out there now is always to the end of his career is always gonna be a dark spot on it.
This gonna phase.
All right.
This gonna phase.
One of the arguments a lot of them is having, right? Because it done came with a couple of people. And like veterans be like, well, because even with him, then you got the shit with Dre, with Draymond and Dylan Brooks going back and forth, which is fucking hilarious.
It is. This should be fun. I'll be waiting on.
I'm sorry, Marcus. All right, since you bite your tongue, I don't bite my tongue. Your nigga Draymond, I do like the nigga. I used to argue with you because the nigga gets on my fucking nerves. But he is hilarious.
He mind fucking him. What he doing is he did that on purpose, and he tried to come on.
But he's
and
not
then
lying.
he didn't even react to it. And then see, he's young. Dylan Brooks young, and he's falling right into the shit.
Yep.
And I be looking at him. He goes to press. I see. I get a check when I want to get a check. Like damn, that's some asshole shit.
But Marcus,
That's why I like nigga. That's why I like you, nigga.
And then Dylan Brooks gonna try to come back at him like,
like
we beat y'all, so yeah, keep talking. He like, nigga, first of all, you beat him, but you ain't beat him in what the fuck he said. He said y'all ain't beat him in the playoffs. Y'all ain't won no championships. The only way to beat was what he said.
He played hard.
Beat them niggas in the playoffs, win the championship. You ain't did none of them. That nigga said, I done been to the All-Star game. You ain't even been there yet, so I'll be mad too. Like, bro.
Mind fucking him.
But a lot of the veterans say that's the problem with Memphis. They don't have leaders.
They don't. Everybody.
There's no leaders.
Leader.
There's no veteran leaders. They say a lot of the team, and it started from
Memphis.
Yeah, on Memphis, but it started from Houston too. They
They got Steven Adams.
but see,
a white,
That's it.
Australian.
but
That's all. I mean,
knows
that's
nothing
it.
about
but
the
that's the
culture.
thing, though.
That's it. That's
But
all they got.
That's it. They don't have anybody, and he just because you old don't make you a leader. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I know. I looked at Twitter today. Somebody said, we'd rather have like a Udonis Haslem. I said, somebody said, what the hell you need Udonis Haslem for? He ain't gonna score.
Well, who would you
basketball.
send over there? I was seeing Carmelo.
No, that's what they said.
That's what he was. I was about to say. He
they
was
don't
talking
want
shit.
Carmelo and Dwight cannot come in. What they gonna
Carmelo?
do? They said they'd rather have Udonis Haslem.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because he said that his argument was that those type of guys are trying to get back in the
back.
league and still make
he
their
was
career
talking
relevant,
That might
and
be good,
versus a Udonis Haslem who's
was
just
talking
there
shit.
on the
Yeah,
bench
you better
trying
go
to
get-
really coach the young
Go
niggas.
get Brandon Jennings.
Look, man, like
He won't play. He done.
you can't pick stupid, man. Like he made a bad decision. Like he wouldn't be suspended if he didn't go on live.
Do y'all think player meetings work for stars?
No.
I think that's just stop fucking up type meetings.
Yeah.
Because you know supposedly the story is that night that he went out, they had the player meeting because of him, led by Mr. Steven Adams. Nigga
Well, I
didn't
mean, they
he,
probably-
I
the
don't
only
did
thing
he
you
show
can
up?
say in that
He
meeting-
didn't even show up, I think.
The only thing you can say in that meeting to a star is, "Hey, you laying your brothers down." Cause y'all can't do shit for me on this court. I'm gonna do it. You letting your brothers down.
I mean, it's
How can you tell the face of your
you
franchise?
letting your brothers down.
Chris? Like, how can you
I
tell
mean,
them?
that man is clearly living the life he want to live, in my opinion. Whether it's hood, whether it's not, I don't know. I don't really get caught up in it. I was like, hey, he grew up with the people he grew up with.
Yep.
He putting on for the people he grew up with. That's I mean, and maybe put on is the wrong way. I mean, that's it. That could be him. I was like, if that's his genuine self, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
and I ain't never doubted that he was rough around the edges like that. You know what I'm saying? But
How do you protect yourself though when you have millions and millions of dollars? You 24-year-old and you still want to go hang out with is gun license like? How do you with all that money?
First of all,
well, see, it's not even.
why
the
do you
fact
got
that
a gun with? I heard I think talking about one of the other athletes. Why do you got a gun with you when you can pay people to have a gun?
Well, see,
What's the
I
difference?
agree with
Why
that.
do you need it?
I mean, hell, I'm a nobody. Well, I'm a nobody. I got a gun. You know, I ain't grow up in no hood life.
But you ain't got body. You don't have access to the protection he got. He don't have to have a gun. Meaning,
Even if I did, I don't want to pay no. I
That's
protect
what I'm
myself.
saying.
I don't want to pay nobody.
Young.
You know,
Man,
it's
you
one of
crazy
those
as hell.
where
At certain spots,
I think people get caught up in
Going
like,
home.
hey,
yeah, I get it. But if you pay for security if you want to go
So
out,
you
that's
gonna
the smart
pull back
thing.
up the gas stone and security?
You got to.
You don't have to.
Nigga, you see Young Dolph? Nigga, you see these niggas who
But people
don't.
don't want you don't.
It
know.
don't matter what you want. What's the right thing, cuz? So you gonna pull up to your hometown knowing you're a millionaire, knowing there's haters that's there.
I'm gonna have people with me.
we gonna find out soon.
Okay,
NBA
well, why
gonna
the people
find
that's
out.
with you ain't got the gun?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay, well then I don't need it.
I'm gonna have one too.
But I don't need it to the point where I gotta pull it out and show it to a Twitter camera
Nah,
or
you shouldn't
Instagram.
pull it out.
only half of that
Yeah.
I agree with. Like, I'm not upset with him for having it. I don't give a fuck about
showing
that.
it.
I've been a gun advocate forever. Like, carry that shit if you need to carry it.
Yeah.
Better to have it, not need it, not have it. You know what I'm saying? But why the fuck are you holding the bit? Hey, you holding it like this.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about any goddamn way? But why you putting the shit on camera?
Hey, I tell Pookie, we gotta look right and for this Instagram. Hold your gun up, niggas. Because if you going to
like
jail,
it's,
I'll get your ass out.
Yeah.
Hold it up there. Yeah, nigga, I'm over here beside Pookie with the
But that's the
stick.
thing, like,
What you want?
I ain't trying to say, you shouldn't spend your money how you want to spend it. But again, when you play into the stereotype so much, I mean, all they gonna do is the games you sit out, you got your grill in, iced out. That was like, come on.
I kind of feel.
It's one of those.
I
where
mean, you
it's
put
like,
a
what
target
do you
on your back,
expect
but-
people to
But
think?
think about it. Think about this though. Like them guys that got all that money. Now when they do the press conference, I see some of them tuck their chain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ain't tuck his chain. He don't tuck his chain. LaMelo Ball, he ain't tuck
Hell
his
no.
chain.
And I know
young one.
that's the thing now, and that's why I don't.
I see
as
the
far as
older
the
ones,
ice
the
and
older
stuff.
ones, they tuck them. Like you'll see them in the conference.
I'm gonna be honest.
Devin Booker got a big ass chain, but that shit.
That's young, but
You see it.
and it's a thing with people who got money don't have to show money. That's my mentality now. Like if if a person really got money, you don't show money. You don't walk around like that. Like I remember.
What Kanye say? Millionaires wear they chains. Billionaires don't wear chains.
No. And then the thing is,
Shit.
I'm like, I listen to what's the name talk. Ocho Cinco says the realest shit, and I would never. I promise to God, I never guess this nigga say some shit like
That nigga,
this.
frugal ass nigga.
That nigga frugal as he said. Yeah, I used to walk around with fake jewelry on and shit. What you think? My
Who
name.
said that?
He said my
Ocho
name
Cinco.
is worth more than that jewelry and any other damn thing. He used to wear fake shit. He said it.
Nigga said I'll go to Claire's and pick up them big ass rocks and all that shit, put them in my ear. He said because
you gonna check.
he said
Well, you know why?
he said these people that I'm fucking with, they don't know the difference between this shit any fucking
No.
way. He said,
his name makes that real. Like, nigga, you actually, I said, damn.
he said, as soon as I put it on, my name is these fucking diamonds.
I mean,
Like,
He said, and I'm saving.
podcast.
He said,
yeah, he said on the podcast.
I saw that.
I mean, tell me that ain't real, cuz.
I mean, it is.
and he was like, I got millions. I got money stacked up because I made them types of decisions.
I mean,
Don't fuck with
he
it.
didn't do.
Nigga
I
was
mean,
out by
I just
McDonald's.
I get so tired of hearing like, come on now, like that whole, oh they young. I was like, hey man, you grown, all that young shit. I get, but you old enough to know. You
I don't even think it's age appropriate to say, oh, it ain't even age considered. It's just, nigga, you smart enough.
They don't know.
Nigga.
That goes back to what I said with you. And we like, they just got to know their business. They don't know the business. You know the business. You know what to do, what not to do, and what can you do.
Yeah, but
And
like,
it's okay
for
to have your
instance,
change and your
y'all know I'm not a LeBron fan, but if you want to model your career after somebody, you gonna pick LeBron, Curry. You don't see them doing none of that stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen that. So, like, it's just so many other examples who have more than you that did it a completely different way for you to follow that. That's why I was like, that's probably who he is, man. Like,
Because even
that's
if
who he
you
is.
want to even go further, I even go James Harden pushed the envelope without going over. Because this nigga was the damn strip club champ. But he still held his shit intact. He wasn't in strip.
It shocked him how hard he parked. John Wall sitting there talking on phone. John said, man, I went to the club with Jay. Like, man, crazy.
I mean,
This man do in the strip club.
but he kept that shit separate from basketball. He wasn't at the motherfucking press conference. I'm like, y'all done about to go fuck with these hoes. Like that's what, I feel like y'all finna say that shit any minute now. You know what I mean?
Wall said, he said, Batman get on the court, he scored 30, 40 points. All cool press conference slide. He said, but then when you go party with him, you be like, but how the hell he doing this?
I mean,
And the thing is, I get tired of hearing people be like, and it's true, because Cuz said, I asked it too. Daddy, you not daddy. You be, and when Shannon Sharp was up fussing, you jumped in. When niggas be on the court checking Ja, you jump in.
Yeah.
Well, where you at now?
Where
Jump
you
in
at now?
nigga.
Stop trying
Just
to
jump in. We ain't asking
Don't
you
be
to
my
take blame
friend.
for the shit,
You gotta be my damn daddy.
but just stand in. Nigga, you daddy. Go leave. Go
you ain't
go
wrote
to the press
nothing.
conference. Have a press conference yourself and be like, look,
the
my
ball
son
daddy
is,
was
you know, oh yeah, that nigga, he gonna be in front.
He got a Twitter.
LeVar
Looking
with
at
him.
his
But-
Twitter.
I mean, but it's
It ain't the dad. We're not saying that. Cause
right.
we just saying, like,
I'm just saying, like,
why his daddy ain't speaking up now? He speak up everything else.
You do.
Yeah. And that was one of the parts that got me in the beginning. It's like when you doing all of this, ain't nobody sat you down and said, hey. Like even if his daddy was just there for the money and the free rides and all that shit, hell, you get kicked out the league, ain't no more money. Ain't no more free rides.
You know what I was thinking about? Somebody said this right here remind them of like a love and basketball thing where Q was getting his dad was cheating on his mama and he acting out. What they said?
I mean, I don't know. I look at it like,
I mean, I'm just
It could
thinking
be.
of moving just
Yeah,
like.
they said maybe it's him acting out. You never
might
seen
be.
they his
Look,
mom and dad,
but
they are together.
y'all,
Yep, Q on Love and
think
Basketball was not the face of the league.
yeah. And I look at it like this.
Quincy McCall
If
was
you
not.
think about old school, because even if you look at like, I watch biographies and shit. Y'all done watched all of them. When them rappers, when they know them niggas good, the street niggas be like, nah, nigga. You go over there. You go dribble the basketball. You go rap. Go do that music. Don't come over here.
That's not even in the streets no more.
Yeah, not no more. But I mean,
Like a lot of the
I mean,
it's
but
not.
in his
Y'all
era,
might hate
he
me for saying
ain't.
this,
He should be.
when you really
Chris, come on, bro. If your people know, they're not. Well, no, I can't even say
But thing
that
though,
because Vic people did him like that.
Fun, if
Vic
you
cut his
fun
hair
in the
too.
hood, It's a different.
Oh, he was a different though. He went to prison. I mean, he went to prison. His image cleanup had to be very different.
I mean,
like nigga, I was in prison.
John's headed down.
He ain't went there yet.
He's headed down that path.
He's headed, but he ain't there.
I mean, they
Big got locked
investigating
the hell up.
everything now. Like I see a new story, I'm like, God dang.
Big got locked up
Every
threw away the
day.
key, nigga.
I just hope it don't get dug up. My thing that I've been thinking about, I hope it just don't get dug up where it's deeper than what it is. Like drug shit
mean?
involved and all cause what
it's
makes me
coming.
think about it, I forgot my man's name. Do y'all remember like 2010, my man that played for Cleveland, he got killed. He got killed in his hometown
No,
by the
you
cartel.
talking about what's his name?
What was his name? He got
I
killed
know
in
what you're talking
Memphis.
about. It's in Memphis.
He got killed in Memphis, left his house, but I mean,
Lorenzen Wright.
but that was set up from his
Lorenzen
wife,
Wright.
though. Yeah,
Lorenzen Wright.
Lorenzen Wright. That was set up with his wife, but they were putting it on like he was dealing money to the cartel and da 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 da. And
I mean,
I just
well,
don't want it to be
Something
know,
like
you don't
that.
want it to be, but you can't blame it if it is because
how far where you putting your money?
his problem is he don't if it wasn't I'm hearing something new every month or every couple of weeks, that's fine. Like, but if it was like a one-off, okay.
But
yo,
so
you wild.
this is my
Get in check,
thing though.
you know what I'm
Like,
saying? But he brings it on himself by
but the weird thing, man, like this is the weirdest thing. Like,
What?
so they playing ball and everything. Then all of a sudden, you see the stuff that happened last summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then right after that, all of this, I'm like, so that was really the first time I heard about the stuff that happened over the past summer. So I was like, why did that shit just come out?
Just pop up.
Why did it just pop up?
Y'all know why. Be honest. At the end of the day, if you making money for a corporation, and if they can brush it under the rug, they brush it under the rug. But what happens is if you
step out of the line.
step out of the line and you bring more attention. If he would have never, Mark, if he
NBA
would have
ain't
never
said
got
shit
caught
yet.
with, because they helped him. If he would have never got caught, if he would never got online doing this shit with the gun, all that other shit would have never seen the light of day.
The NBA
He wouldn't talk
ain't announced
shit.
what they about to do.
I'm gonna tell you what NBA gonna do. My theory is they flipping it. It's the flip. It's the publicist flip. Mm-hmm. Because one, he generates too much revenue. It's just like, all right, Carolina basketball. When we started getting in trouble, I knew they let us get punished. But it was only gonna go so far.
They wasn't doing a death sentence. Is what you're saying. They
They ain't gonna do us like SMU. SMU got their ass whooped for them years when they had Eric Dixon and them and was cheating like hell. They're not gonna do that. Just like to this day, I
The only reason that wasn't going that far because they know everybody do it.
Do I think they knew about shit?
They know everybody do that shit.
They know. It's just certain. Like, I know if it come down to it, if they had to prosecute Duke, Kentucky, and Carolina, nigga, please. Them niggas gonna make up some shit. It's not gonna happen. So I look at it like the NBA gonna just, they gonna find a way because Ja make them too much money. He the people's champ. The reason why they compared him to Iverson, because that's what Iverson never won a championship. He changed the league culturally. Ja, that's what they look at Ja as. And they're not gonna kill him. And they're not.
So the whole league image, the image thing that you was talking about, that might change because of him.
Because of him.
All the grills
That's
and
what
all
happened.
that shit might be.
Remember Iverson and the shorts?
That shit might be coming to an end soon just because
You
of
remember
all
all
of
that
this shit.
shit? And them
Like, look,
showing up to the press
I know one
conferences with
thing.
jury on.
I was watching the Memphis Golden State game, and they led off talking about the legal issues. I know the NBA did not on national televised game.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you say, "Oh, the star Ja Morant is under investigation." I was like, "Oh, they don't want that." I was like, "They don't want that."
They don't. They
It was
gonna
like,
flip it though.
I mean, because I don't even know. I mean, the crazy thing is, I don't even know if Memphis want to bring him back this year. For the simple fact is,
they do.
they don't know.
They cannot.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, you got to think of the shit show that's fixing to happen when he got to talk at a press conference.
They wouldn't do
Because ain't nobody asking him about shit about basketball.
This time off.
It won't be a basketball question.
But this is why this time off is for him. To train him. Like, all right, nigga.
It's finna happen.
You say I, you say is and ain't. This what you gonna say. Just like this. I guarantee he got a whole script that he is learning from ins and
I
outs.
was like, hey, but the thing is, they still digging up past stuff. Like,
But
That's why I said he should have been. He should be. Last week when we said, I was like, suspended for the rest of the season. I mean, hell, that ain't but a 3 month and a half, some shit like that.
they what
This is
they
the highest
they number
Memphis
3.
done been. This is.
I mean, but they still gonna make the playoffs regardless.
But
it don't matter. They can go on
want
to
to hope to win.
They want them
for the
red.
I'm saying regular season. Regular season. Regular season. This regular season.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
why I
can
said
sit
it
his
ain't but a month and a half left for the season.
Yeah, he
so,
can sit his ass down there.
Yeah,
He can sit down for a little bit.
He can sit down for the regular season, but like I said,
don't
it's
know,
just
man.
so much money at stake, and the reason why they might not is because the West is so fucking packed.
it's tight.
It's so tight, like we can't.
One team go on a 3-game losing streak. You dropping all the way out.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
Lose one more damn time.
you number 13.
It's like 4 teams bunched up in the same spot.
Hey, we waiting slobber. I dare you.
And then, like, oh my God, why we
It was
so
like
mad? Why
10, 11, all that.
Everybody shoot 50% for 3-point when we play. It was like, this ain't even a 3-point shooting team. Okay, see,
They are today.
everybody on the team in the first half done hit a 3-point. I was like,
Yep.
Man, it's just too much money at stake. I think they're gonna do the publicist flip. That's what they're trying to do.
they can do it.
Anytime. Matter of fact, I seen the first that this is what they don't want you to see about Ja Morant tweet. Once I seen that, I said, "Yeah, it's on." The publicist flipped it on. That is from his camp. That's from all that shit.
they got Olivia Pope over there, man.
It is all a script, y'all. I mean, like, all this shit is wrote for a movie, bro. Now he gonna look like he worked for Ronald McDonald House and Holy Angels for a good couple months.
Not with all that ice.
Watch. He might donate the item.
He gonna be out in front of Walmart ringing the bell with the Salvation Army.
Yeah. And he gonna go buy the little. He might even
But
get
see,
the
the
pot,
thing
drop
is,
his
it's like-
necklace in there.
You know,
There you
everybody
go,
got good in them, man. Like, ain't
They
nobody
do.
just all
He
bad.
just made
you know what I'm
mistakes,
saying?
bro. I ain't gonna lie. He just made mistakes.
I'm
but-
just more worried about the decision. It ain't even. It's the decision making.
So you worried about the prolonged decision? Like you think he could continue to make these bad decisions?
I mean, you in the news for waving a gun at a 17-year-old, and you did not have the peace of mind to be like, I should go on live and show my gun. After, they couldn't find nothing about the red dot. You saying, oh, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Then all of a sudden, you come up with a gun. So it's like, how
He black.
You brought this on yourself. It's
like everything. I'm like, yeah. You know what? You should be suspended because you stupid.
Yep.
He was
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Straight up. Like I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like what?
You have to
At what
unlock
point
your
did you
phone,
think this you-
tap on IG.
There was
like
a series
Shaq
of
said.
things.
You gotta tap on it. You gotta go live. Like, it's 3 things you have to do, and it did nothing.
First of all,
Should I
he
do
was
it?
drunk. He was drunk. But
Yeah, he was obviously drunk because he wasn't even rapping right. That nigga was drunk as shit.
Drunk as
But
shit.
damn.
But like my
and like I
nigga,
said, you was
like-
in Colorado
But
of all
it-
places.
and
Kobe
then
done got
it
caught
ain't
up in
even
that
nothing
motherfucker.
wrong.
Leave that shit alone.
It
It
ain't even
ain't
nothing
gone.
wrong with it.
And Kobe problem, he got caught. It was just a mistake. Look, more money you get, more
Kobe set up.
problems.
That
More
was a setup.
problems you have. More look.
Everybody know
Biggie
Kobe
said
ain't
it best.
take
More money, more problems. You gonna have problems, nigga.
Because
them
you
young
don't know
niggas got
money.
all that money. You gonna have problems. It's just
See,
right.
everybody was mad at me when I was like, hey, I think you got to have a 4-year degree in finances before you can get drafted to any major sport. They was
we
like,
ain't doing that.
oh,
They ain't
that's
doing
stupid.
that.
I was like,
I'm definitely for that shit.
I mean,
First of all,
for one, it's too much at stake.
I'm thinking like big.
So
picture.
all
I'm thinking
athletes
like
need to
big
major in
picture.
finance.
Yes.
First of all, they ain't even wanting to go to school.
What else they majoring in?
You right.
Some of them got
American
dreams.
history?
Now don't
Right,
do
right. Now, some
don't
of them-
do them
I ain't
now.
saying
Some
I'm
are doctors.
saying, okay,
Shaq is a police officer.
I'm really talking about,
That guy is
the ones coming from backgrounds. I know everybody.
I know financial literacy should be taught.
It's
But
one of those.
I ain't going
like,
to college. College costs too much and it's a money racket. Just teach it in high school.
whatever.
of
You gotta
all
have
the
some
shit,
type of
I give you that.
certificate to.
I give you that. In high school, give them a course. College, no.
We
It's
about to
already
give you
a
all this
racket.
money as
Fuck
a
out there.
franchise. I'm about to give. Where you come from? I'm wrong for asking that though. I was like,
I think it should be done in high school and college.
You ain't never had money.
I mean, of all the shit that you get
In
and all the shit that you take, or don't take.
In college, it should be by choice elective, but in high school, it could be because
You an athlete on scholarship?
man,
Especially
probably
with
going to the
NILs
league.
in effect now. I need you to learn
You
how
gotta-
to fucking manage this
You
money.
got to pass this class.
but you don't have to charge them to learn that, nigga. I can go to what's the name now, and you can go learn that shit, but you ain't got
Well,
to charge them because college is gonna
okay,
charge.
well, you gonna take a
already
test.
Paying. Look at the tuition
You
they
gotta
pay
take
them.
this test
And
to show
them-
me you deserve this money.
Well, you know what I tell? Well, look, I know I'm bringing y'all billions of dollars right now.
Well,
That's my financial
That's
literacy.
my finance. That if y'all want
But I
me
know
to
how
learn
to, I know how to
do it.
manage my money though. I know how to manage my
what I'm
money.
talking about- what I'm
That's
talking
why
about-
you out there making it for me.
No,
Man.
You better not.
maybe they
Like,
can
that's
do
why
this.
I know what I'm doing. My
I'm going to the G League. Fuck you.
Maybe if
Yeah.
I sign an NIL, along with those NILs comes financial counseling. That's fine. That could be worth it.
So if you sign in, I
Not
over
as a
$1 million, then you go.
Nah, if I sign the NIL for $20, please give me that for free. I need that teaching real quick because this $20 might
to
not
learn
last
this.
me for these 2 double cheeseburgers.
I mean,
I got
and
buy
this-
it.
At some point, it should be a
I
requirement.
don't even know why
Yeah, I
people
think
would
it's a
get
problem
mad
for
if
NILs.
somebody
I
is
give them
teaching
that.
you how to. I'm like, I'm just trying to teach you how to keep your money. Why do you have an issue with that?
I don't got an issue with it. I got an issue with the payment of college because college already to me is not it's a necessity.
It's not.
Yeah, okay, it really ain't. But it can help you if you. I always tell kids if you want to learn about your gift or your craft, and you want to learn more about it, you don't have to do it to do your craft. But if you want, a little
Don't go to
extra,
college.
you can go to college, but you're gonna pay.
Don't go to
That's my
college.
thing. I don't want it linked to college. I'd rather have it linked to the NIL or whatever, because then that's when you really get into the financial counseling thing, because there's so much money you got to fuck around with. Because these NILs ain't playing, bro. Hell, they just, y'all know, I know this off subject. They just gave an NIL to one of our players at Carolina.
Oh yeah, out them Oreos.
They gave Nance.
Them lemon joints.
They gave Nance a NIL deal.
He shouted them out.
So,
bet
they
that-
did
he shouted
shit.
them out
I bet
before-
them- I
he
bet them
shouted them out
sales
for the
more.
game.
I bet them sales was stupid.
You could
after
have
that
got
fucking
your
game.
NIL. Just go out there. And
Before he got the deal, though, he shouted them out. They was like, "What you get every day? You know that little walk with whatever that food name is."
Yeah, Oreo.
I eat those. I eat the lemon condo. I eat those every day. Do. Shout out sponsorship. On the
We
big
lost.
screen.
We ain't even going to the tournament, and this is last year. What do you need an NIL for?
Yeah, he
Got to go to the league.
He ain't going to the league.
He gonna be there.
Where?
G League.
Nah.
He gonna pop up as
He
a
gonna
role.
be in Europe.
Look, man, most of these cats is going in role players anyway. Half of them that's coming out role players. Role player. You are not gonna be a
Yeah, I
star.
think it's about. I say on average, if I had to average, that's about 2 stars a draft in the league, in the NBA draft. On average, not every year, but on average, 2 stars. That's it.
And it's
Just coming
normally-
straight out.
And a
coming
lot of
straight-
times it ain't the lottery picks.
It be
The
2.
ones that 3 to 4 years in college.
Look at Paulo's draft. Who the stars? Him and who else?
Jack hurt.
Who?
Jack Holmgren.
He hurt.
We don't know.
I mean, but he.
Yeah.
just look at all the draft pass.
Chet better be in the weight
It's
room
only
this
a
whole
couple
time.
Kobe drafts and LeBron them drafts.
Man, looking like Giannis now.
Who's in Curry's draft?
Blake Griffin.
I mean, okay, I got to give him that. He was a star.
Who, Blake?
Yeah, you got to consider him a star.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. That motherfucker
He
came
gonna
out.
go Hall of
with
Fame.
shit.
He might go.
Man, that's
No,
the
he
funny
ain't going
thing,
Hall of
like,
Peach
Fame.
Mango.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot,
Blake.
a lot of the people that's in the spotlight right now either didn't go to college or went to a small school. I mean,
Yeah.
Dame is a star, small school,
Dame is a big
Yeah.
star.
Ja, small school.
small school.
Melo, small school, went and played overseas.
Yep. It's like ain't none of them from these top universities.
Well, that's my theory
If they was, it
about.
was one and done.
That's my theory about one and done. It was never to train up these players. It was just I need you
Figure
to
out where
come.
that damn player we Why that one do that?
Marvin Bagley.
No,
Which one?
he was before him. I think it was last year.
Oh,
You talking about the Zion
guard?
replacement?
Yeah, it was power forward dude.
oh.
Light skinned dude.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about
Really light
Oh
skinned.
yeah, he was like
Cash or Stan?
No,
No,
Oh.
he went to the Hornets.
no, that's Mark Williams.
No, before that.
Cassius Stanley, he played with Cassius Stanley.
Yeah.
That
Who
one-
played with Cash?
He was the number one pick. He was like tall, power forward.
I don't remember him.
I mean, he was the number one player.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was right after Zion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you talking about buddy that went to Boston?
Late one or early two.
I don't remember no other Duke players that went number one.
That's what I'm saying. They had a few that went early, but not no number one. This nigga on a fucking wild goose chase.
Yeah, I don't think you know which
For a
one you
ghost
talking
player.
about. Because it ain't 2018. That's your boys' year. That's y'all crazy year where y'all had
What was
them
it after him? Shit, fuck it. Oh.
before him, you mean 2017?
This nigga
Nah.
dreamed that shit.
Yeah,
He-
because the year after him was Matthew Hurt them year. Then the year after Matthew Hurt them year was
With Matthew Hurt then, because this nigga was light skinned.
Speaking of, it was all a dream. We celebrating Biggie's passing, man.
yeah, March the 9th.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. It's been 26 years.
Dang, that's crazy, boy.
And he died when he was what 20?
I mean, it's hard to believe he only had like
24,
2 albums
25,
though, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's weird. It seemed like
I mean,
I
count
know at one
three.
time,
Three if you want to count
every
Junior
song
Mafia.
was,
Yeah,
every song had Biggie on it. So it was like, yeah, it's like,
well, you know what's name was a double album, Life After
yeah,
Death.
him and Mac. What was the
Greg, man.
Craig, man.
Yeah,
I'm mad I ain't get to really,
Yeah, you didn't even get to. How old was you when they died?
8.
This nigga,
No, 8.
this nigga don't. That
I mean, I don't think most people.
Yeah, you
really,
didn't
I ain't
get
gonna
the-
say most. I know I was when I probably didn't really appreciate it until the movie came out, and then you go to the movie theaters and everybody in there just.
yeah.
I mean, so it was. I don't. At the same
Be
time,
honest with you, was you a Biggie fan or Pac fan? in the beginning?
I honestly neither. Like I didn't.
You was down south. You hard nigga.
Right,
You
that
from
was
Georgia.
like-
This nigga was DSGB.
Yeah.
This nigga was DSGB'd up.
I mean, that
Pastor
was
Troy.
Outkast.
Yeah.
You know, that during that time, so I was like, come on, this nigga. Like
I mean, forgetting Georgia is like a land of its own.
it was.
This nigga walk around
yeah.
that championship belt on his shoulder and shit.
I
That
did
was,
like Pastor.
hey, boy, hey,
I listened to Pastor Troy last weekend.
man, look.
Yeah. But Biggie, he was. I was a Pop fan, but I knew. I didn't listen to Ready to Die until it took forever. I didn't listen to Life After Death before I listened to Ready to Die.
That's crazy.
I know.
I've ran that motherfucking Life After Death.
Life After Death was my shit.
Give me the loop. Give me the loop. That was my
You know,
motherfucking shit.
You listen to the bangers that everybody, the ones that radio played, you
Yeah.
couldn't get away from. But like, I think the real fans, you like, who the fuck sang that?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
It was Nick. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
It's like I go on Apple Music and just type it in. I was like,
But it's so weird, y'all. I listened to like Diddy now, Bad Boy back in the day. But it's like Biggie, I didn't. And he is, don't get me wrong, he they biggest. But I listened to I had Mace albums. Mm-hmm. I sure know had Locks. I love the Locks. I had all that, man. I ain't had no Biggie shit. Like, I was like, damn, I really. I had 112. I was like, I skipped Biggie. I was like, how the hell I skip Biggie? But I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. But
hey man, Diddy he's a great bad businessman.
He is a great bad businessman.
How do that equal? How y'all get this word?
Diddy is you don't make that much money without shitting on somebody.
It's like
and he shitted on everybody.
You can't say he's not successful because of money, but
bad business.
It's like, golly, like
you mean he shitted on people?
Yeah, he shitted on everybody.
Marcus, is that bad business?
Nope, gotta live.
Fuck that.
Gotta live for yourself.
God damn.
Yeah,
Hell
live for
no.
yourself, my
That
man.
nigga, no.
Should have read the contract better.
It ain't even reading the contract. It's like how you decide
why did
as
you
a
even
person
put this in the contract? Like, why is it even there?
to shit people that
I blame it on them. I blame it on them. Once I saw my brother lick the end of a battery, you think I went back and licked the end of the battery? No.
I mean, it's
but whenever you get one person to lick the battery, then you get the next person to eat the battery, then you get the next, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he doing different shit every fucking time.
I'm so tired of these little groups come out with their little tell it all story. Oh yeah, we was broke. Did y'all just like, you get a $25,000 signing bonus?
Did
we
he
rich.
shitted on
He
all
did, but he didn't.
See, I
you
would've
think he shitted
realized,
on Big
man.
though?
Yep.
Nah, I can't say.
If I was in a group and
How you say you shit on
like
Big
that,
though?
Cause
I want too much.
That's why you ain't in the group.
That's what I'm saying. I know. But listen though. Besides that, I want shit. Like if I know I can't go
Bobby
buy a
Brown.
house, if I can't go buy this house, and they telling me I can't buy this house, I'm broke. Then what these songs doing then?
Like when you,
I probably would have found that out in year
our
one.
marquee groups that when you grew up listening to. You
Oh
like,
yeah, it been year
dang,
one for
boy,
me.
they
I would have found
New
that out.
Edition. They had some of them like all these.
I
hits.
can, if I'm gonna be honest, I think like with hip hop, we allowed them to lessen the worth of it. Like we allowed them to control it so much.
Who?
So did you them? I'm not saying that. Them, whoever over the damn label, they controlled it so much. You remember they used to force us to think. And this is why I know people be like, nigga, you like a damn hip hop nigga who just you just give inspirational speech. No, because like it's something that we created, and anything that we touch, they lessen, they turn into. It really ain't all that, y'all, or it's this, like they told us. And the hip hop people say it now. Yeah, I remember when they told us it was a fad. It wasn't gonna last. We wasn't making real music. We wasn't doing anything important. So it's like they controlled it so much. And I think that these young people, they bought into it. These niggas from the hood who ain't had nothing.
They ain't learn how to read.
They bought, I mean, you buy into just, I think sometimes it's Jedi mind tricks. You flip it on people and make them, just like they make black people want what they have when we don't need what they have because we already have something. It's a flip, and I think it's sad though. We talk about these people with these De La Soul. Cause you remember De La Soul? They was basically before our damn time almost. Them niggas just now getting paid royalties off they shit.
You know why?
And I am damn near. I'm 43.
You know why?
Nigga.
They did not.
Nigga.
And I don't mean that they can't read. I'm just saying, like, you go sign a lease with an apartment agent. Oh, it just say this, this, and this, and you trust that it say this, this, and this. But the small print is, hey.
You do this shit on your phone every fucking day when you download an app.
Why does this app judge this? Because when you click I agree, it had a whole big disclosure that it need access to your microphone, your contacts. It popped up. You just didn't read. It's your fault.
I get it. It's just that's
It's
why
sad
when I
that
asked,
I just don't like. I just never understood why people like to take advantage of other people so much.
because
that's my biggest thing. The
it's
integrity part.
because y'all we are. Man, me and Blair was talking about at the barbershop. Billionaires play by a different set of rules. They are where they are because of where they are. The billionaires know we hooked on their drug. Money is money. So it's like, your talent does not get it's best for me as a business person to devalue your talent so I can get your talent. It's simple.
And this is not,
It's simple. It's like I can tell you, Chris, you're great. You're great, but you're not good enough. So let me help take you to this place. Or
and the other part,
but that's all right in certain parts. But at the same time, if I in the back of my mind value your talent and I want to take you to another plateau, another stratosphere, or whatever the fuck, I still need to do right by you.
But that's in the perfect world. That's not like that with art. It's not.
But that's the thing. Like, if you're the talent, and I come to you and say, to get your talent to billions of people, you need my airways, but I'm going to overtax it. Like, I ain't going to tell you can do it without my airways. I'm going to make you feel like the only way you can do this is you got to sign this, and I'm going to take this cut because I'm putting up the front for studio time. I'm putting you on the radio. I'm doing this. Even though I wouldn't make half as much money if I didn't have you as the talent. But I feel like they're not smart enough to say, I'm the one that's going to make it.
It ain't that. I think they bank on your laziness. At the end of the day, being an independent artist or being independent is to be an independent artist, it takes a lot of work, and you know that. So they bank on it. And I was going to parallel it again to sports. It's like, we know, owners know. Y'all the ones on the field. Y'all the ones getting CTE. Y'all the ones doing all this. But they will tell you need them more than they need you. That's business. Like, it's just that's business. That's why when I asked Marcus, do you think that's bad business? It's bad morally, but that's business. I heard somebody say one time, to run a business, sometimes your morals is gonna get checked at the door, and I was never okay with that. Never been.
Because your morals gonna get checked don't mean you have to go down that line, though.
I get it,
but that's what I mean. You gonna give up your morals at one point in time. I didn't agree with it though. That's why I fight against it. That's why when I say, who am I for, the artist or the art house? I'm always for the artist.
But
the art house will tell you need my walls for your paintings. No, I don't, motherfucker. I could go get some plywood, put some plywood up outside.
Now we got technology.
But now,
like you said, you don't have to
and then even with technology. But you want to use my, you need a web page put up? Give me my money. I'm going to distribute your shit. It's all, y'all, it's
but
like,
it's about getting the biggest percentage, and that's
what it is. And that's where your morals get checked at the door. It's like, that's why I don't call
signing bonus.
I don't call it, and that's lies.
Give you $100,000. You need money right now.
Remember damn TLC? Them niggas that what they say they got some Toyotas.
Pebbles, goddamn, fuck them niggas.
Got some Toyotas. They thought they was riding deep in some Toyotas.
Shit.
What you mean?
Ain't gonna tell me you don't
I gotta pay it back.
Ain't gonna tell me you don't want
Yeah,
no
motherfucker.
Tell me told me they didn't want no scrubs. Bitch, you in a Toyota.
If you ain't got, if you ain't got a car, if you don't have a car and you can't afford,
but that's where your morals got checked at the door, because, like you said,
ain't got no money,
you ain't. They bank on you. They bank on you not wanting to do the work, and that's the truth. If we're honest, do we all really want to do the work? If you ask somebody, could I sign with a machine and push my shit out at a higher rate? but take lower funds, what would you do? Because you got to think, if you're independent, you'll push them out at a lower rate, but you get more of the funds over top.
Well, I got a
Of
question
course, there'll be some like you pay for different services, but you'll get majority of the overhead.
Who was the guy? I mean, who started it? Like, for example, with Master P own all his rights, and Birdman and them own all that.
Birdman didn't. Birdman was leased to a nigga that's leased to a nigga that's leased to another nigga. That's what the whole thing about the Drake and shit, all that shit, they was with Universal.
Yeah, they
Universal
actually came down from Universal.
And who else? Who the big players? It's Universal and
Def Jam.
I mean,
Def Jam is owned by somebody, ain't they? Or they're owned by somebody. It's Universal is the big
like conglomerate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it all goes back to that. I mean, at the end of the day, but that's the point that I'm trying to make. It's like you got the ones up here that's the real puppet masters.
Yeah.
And Diddy is like the one that's up under that, and he got the shit on everybody else to get them their money.
Well, hey.
I mean, and that's the fucked up part about it.
You gonna sign or not?
I mean, and that's the fucked up part because you sit back and watch it.
So if
and
they don't sign, they don't know you. But if they do, at least they know you. Then you can do something else.
I mean, the fucked up part about it is, man, Diddy literally shitted on every artist that came through Bad Boy. Every single you count all of them: Craig Mack, Biggie, Kim,
But my thing was,
112.
and I know, and I think that was part of the issue too. Like, information wasn't so readily available to where, the internet wasn't the internet back then. Either,
a lot. I mean,
You really needed a lawyer to sit down with your head.
Now you be like, oh look, this nigga ain't getting no money.
But
Wait,
Yeah.
why I'm signing
Yeah.
with you? You can fact check somebody while you sitting there. You like,
But I think, do y'all think it's just this? It's just gonna be imbalanced. Like at the end of the day, like you said, Diddy got shit on you because he got paid other niggas. It's just like when you at work, Marcus the supervisor, and there's this nigga up
come on,
above
I ain't
him.
gonna shit on
No,
nobody.
that's because you check your morals at the door. You chose to go the other route, but that ain't the route most people choose.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm
mean-
gonna get in trouble. If you don't do your job, I get in trouble, then them niggas mad at me. So I gotta do what I gotta do to finagle some
So they
shit.
mad at me. I'm mad at all y'all.
So, and that's the
Long
thing.
day.
Like, if we talking about contracts that gotta be signed, like, live good. Yeah. Like, it's the hard thing about art. That's why I tell you, I
don't think it's hard.
It ain't hard.
I think
It's just
look without
it's what we
without
conditioned
me
to think. It's
without me
hard.
having to go down this fucking rabbit hole of shit because it's long rabbit hole. These motherfuckers. All right, man. Yeah. All the shit that they have to deal with in the music industry is controlled by a select few of people. I mean, no. I mean, this is straight up real shit. It's controlled by a small select few of people, and whenever you decide to do business with them people, you got to do what they tell you to do. Otherwise, whatever you did to get in that position in the first place is gonna come out and either kill or ruin you.
I mean, it's one you're gonna have to choose. Like, hey, I can do this where my conscience is gonna be clear and not make as much as I would if I sign my soul over. You know what I'm saying? I think Maya had an interview where she was talking a little bit along the lines of this, like,
That's why I'm not where I need to be because I didn't sign.
yeah,
I was watching what's his name. He kind of did it too. RZA. RZA could have signed the whole Wu-Tang to contracts that locked their ass in, meaning you wouldn't have got T-Cal and you wouldn't have got Liquid Swords and Welcome to Bronx Zoo and all these great albums because all the Wu-Tang was basically sourced out everywhere. Whoever wanted them, signed them to a contract. When RZA could have signed all of them to a contract, made money off all that shit that they created, but he didn't. his brother told him, he said that was him and his brother fell out over it, didn't he?
I don't remember.
But they were telling him like
Talking about Divine.
Somebody fell out with him and was telling him like, nigga, that was bad business. No, he was like, no, it ain't. Because they're my friends, they my family. I didn't want to do them that way. And I choose not to. But him choosing not to, that nigga left millions on tape. But then again, he got it back though. He got it
Right.
back.
I mean, that always, I feel like when you deal in integrity and the best interest of both parties, sure, you might not get that big. Like if this deal worth $500 million, I might not get that $500 million in that one signing, but you gonna keep coming back to me because you like, you know what? You do good business, so I'm gonna get that continuous versus I get that $500 million and this person was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk bad about your name because you did me XYZ. I mean, sure, you got paid that one time, but you better make it last because if it get out there, you ain't gonna get it again. So,
True.
I mean, I just feel like it's ways to go about doing things the right way. It's just so many people are trying to get there so fast that is like, hey, I'm a predator. I was like, I know you ain't about to read this, so I'm gonna put enough literature in here to make it confusing enough and give you a high enough signing bonus that you gonna sign it because you need money right now.
Yeah, and then sometimes they sign it because they need money, and then sometimes a lot of them worry about. A true artist worry about his stuff being loved and where he gonna stand in the pantheon of hip hop or R&B or whatever he can do paying. If you had to say anything as far as we can say Diddy, his business is his business, but what do you think Big's like contribution to hip hop would be? Like, what's his stamp?
I mean, he pushed. I ain't gonna say he started, but he definitely pushed the storyteller type narrative because that nigga was a legit storyteller. Like, I got a story to tell. That song, they fucking made a damn BET show or episode on the BET show after that shit. Like, in the 2000s, because it resonated still to this day.
I'm not sure, man. Like, that's a tough one. Because, like I said, with the only 2 albums, don't get me wrong, I think it would have been much bigger influence. I mean, I honestly believe some people wouldn't be as big as they were.
Who? Say that name. I know who you want to say. Just say it.
I mean, I think Jay-Z and Nas would have not benefited from, Biggie being as big as he was. And there, I could be completely wrong. I could be, but
specifically Jay-Z.
It's one of those to where it's like, hey, You came up at the right time. Did you do it? I don't know, but you came up at
No, I mean specifically that guy.
I mean, and that's what I think about it. Big was great with the wordplay and everything, but him and Tupac are the greatest what ifs because if you do any top 5, about anybody's top 5, them 2 niggas are up there.
They usually pop up consistently in top 5.
In top, hell, half.
But the thing
our
about
majority say top 3. Well, not majority. A lot of people got him in their top 3 because, and if you think about it, he don't like it. Big on had 2,
and that's what I'm gonna say. I was like, it's one of those to where once your name out there, I think you just get the benefit of the doubt. A lot of times, I think it's just if you got that fan base, you gonna always
you got that business. I think. Puff,
not saying he wasn't bad.
I think Puff, he that bad business, but that nigga did good.
I think Biggie's contribution was way more than just to rap
and lyrics himself. It was the people that was around him that he actually pushed and made them better, like Kim and the Locks and like all the folks that he was really dealing with that was close to him.
It's like your whole team, like everybody.
Like that whole Junior Mafia squad that he had, like they never really had careers after that because
he died.
it just kind of stopped right there with him. And, you know, Kim kind of went her way. The Locks went their way. You know what I'm saying? And it just became what it was. But I think that was more his contribution to hip hop was like what he brought along with
so
two
he
great albums.
To me, would you say he was that good side of Diddy?
He was a what?
Not good side of Diddy, because Diddy a good person, but like he got that, because one thing Diddy did do was he did find a lot of young black people and he brought them up, whether it was the Hitman, he modeled after Motown and shit like that. Like Big was starting to do that. Like he was starting to build his Bad Boy, his Junior Mafia, and he was finding young talent, bringing them up, and he was good at elevating them.
Well, see, I think that's
He
the
learned
thing, like
from
based
Puff
off the, and I know I think this was from Puffy's standpoint, the movie. Was that more from his point of view? But when you look at the movie, they were like partners more so. So I don't necessarily think Puffy's deal with Biggie was bad business. I'm just saying the people that came after that, the one that really after Big was gone, he was like, oh, you know, now you ain't got this model. I'm kind of do it the way I want, because I don't think Big would have. I really don't think he would have been a bad businessman.
Yeah,
I think he was more about, like you said, the art and just trying to get good stuff out, you know, during the hip hop. But he didn't look at it as money. He looked at it as, this is what I enjoy doing. Puffy, you win the talent. You wanted the money. So, and I think that's with any big business, man. And I feel like people just like, hey, business is business. But at the same time, you say that because that's the only model that everybody has known, that big businessmen have always stepped on people. That don't mean that's the only way to get big, you know? It's just the quickest way. So it's just unfortunate, man.
Word. I agree with that. Without having to go too far.
Power is a drug, brother.
Some wild shit.
If you ain't trying to get it, that just means you are a stepping stone for someone else that is.
You know.
Shit, man, that's all I had. You know, get it in, get through it. But 98, 99, 100, creeping up on it.
Yeah,
Creeping on a come up.
that's dope.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, man. We done made addition shit. Cuz done came down. He a regular.
Hell yeah, Mark the new, yeah. He the new guy on the block,
Half the
man.
time, nigga.
He in here. He love this shit.
Hey, I would run my mouth about whatever
Yeah.
and have some
Nigga can't-
interesting takes.
He came through the
Normally
first few
not
times.
gonna be with the majority, but some of it.
It don't matter.
Look, he came through the first few times. He was like, "Oh, I like this shit." Yeah, and he been back ever since, man. So, Mr. Crew, make sure you check us out every Monday, 4:00. Like I said, episode 100, we got something special lined up for y'all, man. It's gonna be the Black Therapy session that we do every season. So, we gonna have some real therapy for you coming. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely make sure y'all keep it locked in. And whenever you're ready, let me know so you can slide through.
Your peace.